Flat Earth, round Earth. Let me tell you why it doesn't matter. All right? I recently was talking to a friend of mine, and she was going at it with some guy about the flat Earth and the round Earth, and then climate change and all this stuff. And it just made me think. Let me give my opinion on this and why I just don't give a damn if this Earth is flat or round. And I think she thought I was a flat earther because I always say the same thing, but I said it over text. I always say they have a lot of damn evidence that this Earth could be flat. Doesn't mean I believe it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I look up and I see a sun, I see a moon, and so I believe the story they gave me, but I also believe both ideas are crazy as hell. If you don't think the fact that they told us a giant explosion happened and now we're on a rock just hurtling through space, but we're in a gravity hold with the sun, even though there's no gravity outside the Earth, and we're spinning so fast that everything on the planet doesn't feel it, okay? But it holds everything in because of the gravitational spin, and we're just hurtling through space, turning with other planets like a damn Rolex watch. If you don't think that story's crazy, you crazy, okay? That's a crazy ass story if that's the real story. But a flat Earth also has a ton of holes in it. So I'm gonna go with the thing that the educational system pounded in my head. But I'm gonna keep an open mind when I watch these videos. But I'm also not gonna go down the rabbit hole and start running around like Chicken Little with my head cutting off, screaming that the Earth is flat, okay? They give a good amount of evidence that it could be. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, the way I keep myself grounded is it doesn't matter if it's flat or it's round. What matters is I got to pay my rent on the first of the month. Okay? So I live in reality. And then we're not even talking about the third aspect that people are talking about now, that we live in a digital reality, like a matrix. Yeah, I'm not even going there on that video. But that is something more and more people are talking about and turning their heads to. And where these other two people were yelling at each other and having an argument about the flat Earth and climate change. Climate change is another thing I want to talk about, especially when you believe that we have developed from an explosion and now we're a rock hurtling through space that just happens to be the correct distance from the sun that creates photogenesis that created the plants, gives them energy, and the plants breathe in CO2, and what we breathe out as human beings is CO2. And what a beautiful harmony that is, that we breathe and give oxygen to the plants, and then they give us our oxygen. We give them their CO2. It's just a beautiful ebbing and weaving of the history of the world, from a damn exploding rock to life and human life and sea life, and the occupants of this planet that we are as humans, only occupying 10% of this planet, are now being told we're going to destroy the whole planet if we don't depopulate, okay? By the same person peddling a drug, that old Bill Gates, okay? You want to go conspiracy theory? Look up his ass and what he's talking about. Meanwhile, he's buying up the farmland, this, and that, doing all kinds of crazy projects like blocking out the sunlight, trying to depopulate. Okay, we are 10% inhabited on this planet, meaning 90% has yet to be touched. And they're trying to convince you the little 10% that we are, we're going to destroy it all using this climate change agenda. Okay, I get it. Recycle, try to help with the emissions, keep stuff clean, don't litter. I'm going to do my part. But when I go to a foreign country like China and I'm only there for a 6-hour layover and the pollution is so bad my eyeballs are burning, or matter of fact, when I was talking to my friend about all this stuff, I was in Tijuana going to work, standing on a river of shit. Literally, the Tijuana River is just a river of raw sewage that is being dumped in the Pacific Ocean. And if you think the Pacific Ocean can't handle a little turd coming out of your butt, you got another thing coming, because 70% of this planet is the water. This is a water world we live on. Whether it's flat or round, it's a water world. So the water, the ocean, trust me, the fishes and all the animal, the sea life that's out there, all they're doing is taking dumps. So if you're worried about us taking a dump in the ocean, don't worry. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean knows how to deal with your turds, okay? So just understand that every day you worry about this, and that there is a sea of turds flowing through the Tijuana River headed to the Pacific Ocean every single day, and there's nothing you can do about it. And driving a Tesla ain't gonna help nothing. And then you want to look at a Tesla and realize that how do they generate the energy to you get to your Tesla or to your electric car? Look that up, because that creates pollution as well. Okay, they've gone from tree huggers to depopulate the planet. Okay, And they've gone too far with this climate change. I'm all about healthy climate change and being aware of this, and that, but they've gone to the point where they're literally came out of her mouth, we need to depopulate. Depopulate means murdering people, okay? And this is the point where it's getting too far, where you got to take a step back. Just like when you go down that rabbit hole of the flat earth, you got to pull yourself back and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm not going to run around like Chicken Little the next day and start saying the earth is flat, the earth is flat. You can still do yourself a favor, look up, see the sun, see the moon, and say, okay, I'm going to go with the other crazy story they told me because it makes a little bit of sense, okay? But with that being said, be careful of these conspiracy theories, and when you're going down these rabbit holes, I've been down them all, including the digital reality we may or may not live in. But I take a step back and I remind myself, Mikey, rent's due on the 1st, so get your ass to work and pay your rent, okay? And as far as climate change, I believe it's all good to be healthy, recycle, do what you can, but I'm not going to run around like Chicken Little and say we're destroying the earth and we need to depopulate it while they have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of illegal immigrants coming in from foreign countries at the border. When I see the reality of what's going on, when I see Bill Gates' crazy ass out there trying to jab you with all these jabs talking about depopulation, not going any conspiracy theory there, just telling you that's what he's saying. He wants to get a zero CO2 emission. That's what they want. That means zero life because plants can't breathe without CO2 and we can't breathe without oxygen from the plants. So see how crazy it is before you just start spitting out these facts like zero CO2. Meanwhile, you're riding in a Tesla that costs more pollution if you would have just put gas in it. I get it. I used to be a crazy liberal. I used to be out there. I wrote a song for Elon Musk called the Elon Musk song when I was talking about taking out these gas companies and bringing all this electric stuff. But a lot of it's not sustainable. So we have to think in reality. So before you go down that rabbit hole of climate change, it's just like going down the rabbit hole of the flat earth. Take a step back, breathe, and understand if it does come true, then you can at least be hip to the fact that you knew, and I can be hip to the fact that I said they got a lot of damn evidence to prove that it is a flat earth. But with that being said, I believe we're still living on a round marble, hurtling through space at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I guess that's our reality. That being said, peace out.